Dear brothers and sisters, there is no one in our diocese who doesn't do it tough in some way or at some time. Because we are all so different and yet trying to live together and work together, there are times when we cause some degree of pain to each other. Some of us have to deal with sickness or some kind of physical disability that burdens us at times. Others have great fears about their work security or their economic survival. Parents have anxiety not just about themselves, but also for their children. In other words, everybody knows what it is to suffer. This is so much part of our ordinary human experience that we can forget that Jesus cares about what is happening to us. In these past 12 months, I have learned more than ever before that He wants to ease our pain, relieve our suffering, and to heal our hurts, because He loves us. We just need to let Him into our lives. I would love you all to discover what a difference this can make if you do not already know it. Even more, Jesus wants to heal us of our guilt and shame that we all feel because of our sins. His love is always full of mercy, and He longs to forgive us and to set us free. This is His greatest gift of all. Jesus is ever attentive to our prayers. Anyone who doesn't ask Him to help with whatever troubles them, with whatever pain or discomfort, guilt or shame they are experiencing, can miss out on His presence and His support in their struggles. Through Him we can find courage when we're afraid and strength and peace when our suffering or our guilt could overwhelm us. He has known suffering and pain in His own life. He's been rejected by friends and tortured by enemies. His body has been torn apart and His spirit pushed to the brink. There is nothing He doesn't understand about what we are experiencing. And in His love He wants to walk with us through it all and to share with us His courage and His strength, His peace and His joy. Sometimes He will also help us to find healing or solutions to our problems that we would never have expected. And He will certainly heal our guilt with His forgiveness. He invites us at all times to enter into a deeper relationship with Him, so that we will find our way through life with a sure compass, attracted always by the light of His love that reveals the love of the Holy Trinity for us. He invites us to seek Him, to hear Him, and to touch Him in the Scriptures and the sacraments. He invites us to spend time with Him so that we may experience His love more deeply, and it may transform the way we see our lives. We will see them as embraced and nourished and forgiven all the time by His love. You may wonder what all this has to do with Lent. The answer is simple. Lent's the time when the Church invites us to stop worrying about ourselves for a moment and to look to Him, to give Him our worries and to seek His powerful presence in our lives. We can easily forget Him during the rest of the year, but in Lent we're meant to let Him have full reign in our lives. How do we do that? It's very simple. We become people on the way from the cross to the resurrection. We bring all of our anxieties, worries and shame to Him and ask Him to transform them. We bring our heart to Him, asking that He convert it and change it so that we can be closer to Him as we enter into the great experience of Good Friday and Easter Sunday. Do we need to do something practical about this? Obviously, we have to if Lent's to work for us. The practical things we need to do are simple. We need to pray more, and by prayer I mean spending time with Him so that we can experience His presence more fully. We need to receive Him more regularly in the Eucharist, and certainly to take our sins to Him in the sacrament of penance or reconciliation. If we do nothing else, we need to let Him forgive us in this sacrament during Lent. We also need to give up things that might stand in the way of allowing Him to be the centre of our lives. This may be some pleasure that we may have hung on to as a way of softening our pain or guilt rather than turning to Jesus. We need to let go of some food or drink or entertainment or practice that can be an alternative to finding the centre of our life in Him. This is called fasting. Finally, we need to look away from ourselves in love by reaching out during Lent to everyone we failed since last Lent and those we don't love enough. And also to give away some of our goods to help those who are suffering more than we are at the moment. Project Compassion is a wonderful way to do this. Keeping Lent will make us happy because we will discover that no matter how tough it is at times, His death upon the cross for us means that He will carry us through it. We will discover that His resurrection means that no matter how much we failed in life, He will raise us up again, and this will give us the deepest joy no matter what lies ahead. I hope Lent turns your life upside down this year, and that you discover something of the beauty and the wonder and the joy of knowing Jesus more fully. My friends, please let Him into your life this Lent. God bless you.